Exclusive contract from Feilu Novel Network Novel. Zombie. Superman's body at the beginning. Jiushu Ren is stupid. Chen Xuan traveled through the world of zombies, during the late Qing dynasty, when warlords were at war and the flames of war were raging. Even more demons and monsters appear, and human life is like grass. Fortunately, the awakening God-level extraction system. As long as you spend a lot of money, you can exchange items from various parallel worlds. Skills, physique, divine weapons, elixirs, mounts, divine powers, and even laws no matter what. Covering the sky, perfection, marvel, and martial arts. Chen Xuan obtained items from various parallel worlds, completely disrupting the zombie world. Zombie bodies never die or perish. Not worth mentioning in front of Superman's body. Is Mao Shan Taoism exquisite? Kunlun Immortal Technique Command. Thunder from all directions. All the heavenly immortals. Uncle Jiu. Chen Xuan is also a Taoist. Don't make a fuss. Even if the Grandmaster sees him, he will have to kowtow twice. Shi Jian. I use the method of rubbing thunder with my hands. Chen Xuan rubs the 5 thunder gods with his hands. Yu Qilua said, my Taoist couple is none other than brother Chen Xuan. Only he can bear my soul. Ma Shaoling. Oh my God, don't you know that I am Chen Xuan's destined spouse? Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Chapter 1. When a person acts as a security guard in the Republic of China, they are activated at the beginning. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 1. When a person is a security guard in the Republic of China, activate the God-level extraction system at the beginning. Ding. Congratulations to the host for successfully traversing. The divine level extraction system has been bound. Within the security compound. Chen Xuan was awakened by a sudden sound. Immediately, there was an uncontrollable ecstasy. This is system. The gold finger, which is a standard accessory for travelers, has awakened itself. System, what functions do you have? Chen Xuan immediately asked in his heart. After owning this system, the host can extract precious items from various parallel worlds, including but not limited to physique, martial arts, divine weapons, treasures, supernatural powers. Any items that exist in movies, TV dramas, comics have a chance to be extracted and obtained by the host. His Chen Xuan took a deep breath. The functionality of the system is really amazing. If powerful items can be extracted, wouldn't one be able to walk horizontally in this world? Just now, Chen Xuan was still very worried. After all, he traveled through a zombie world. That's right, it's the world where Jiushu Lin Fengjiao exists. At this time, it was the end of the Qing dynasty, with warlords engaged in chaos and the flames of war raging. It is not an exaggeration to say that human life is like grass and mustard. In addition, there are also demons, and zombie spirits rampant. The difficulty of living in this world is really not average. Although Chen Xuan's current identity is a member of the Rinjia Town security team. Compared to ordinary people, it has some extra self-protection ability. But if you really face demons and monsters, you might end up with a dog in a minute. Plus, Uncle Jiu is in Rinjia Town. I understand everything I know. Others may not encounter zombie ghosts a few times in their lifetime, but they can all form groups and build here. Chen Xuan is very clear. The urgent task is to find ways to cultivate and possess the power of self-protection. He originally planned to find an opportunity to get in touch with Uncle Jiu. Even if you can't learn the 5 thunder correct technique, mastering the most basic corpse-fixing talisman is barely enough. But now the system has become his other way out. Ding! For the first time binding, a free random world drawing opportunity will be given. Do you want to start drawing? The system prompt sounds again. Chen Xuan's eyes lit up. That's all I've been waiting for. Start extracting. Chen Xuan immediately responded. He couldn't wait to know what kind of incredible reward he could draw. No matter how bad it is. Is it not too much to draw a wooden stake or hand-rub the lightning method? Zhutian can be said to be the strongest combat power in the zombie world. If it weren't for offending the Grandmaster and causing the plot to kill. I'm afraid 3 9 uncles tied together won't be enough for him to fight alone. Start extracting. Chen Xuan's eyes darkened, as if his consciousness had come to another world. The surroundings were pitch black, like chaos. At the end of endless darkness, a little golden light slowly emerged. Eventually evolved into tens of thousands of towering golden wheels. The next moment, the golden wheel slowly rotates, and whenever the pointer passes through the surrounding grids, different world projections emerge. In one projection, there is a strong man alone facing 100,000 soldiers, his palms shining with golden light, transforming into wandering dragons. This is the heavenly dragon world. Another projection. The snow-white swordsman swung out with a single blow, with a huge blade piercing through the mountain peak, like a divine being. This is the world of wind and clouds. As the wheel continued to rotate, major projections appeared before Chen Xuan's eyes. Liaozhai, tomb robbery, biochemical. The projection on both sides was even more stunning for Chen Xuan. On the top of Shu Mountain, sword immortals stand in the sky, and behind them, the infinite sword hilt array pierces through the sky. The sky was filled with golden clouds, and a monkey dressed in armor and covered in golden fur stood proudly. Behind it, the southern heavenly gate collapsed, and countless gods and demons bathed in blood and howled in sorrow. The Legend of Shu Mountain. Journey to the West. This horse riding is a mythological world. Chen Xuan swallowed his saliva. Rao has fulfilled his psychological expectations. But the power of the system still exceeded his imagination. At this moment, the wheel finally stopped rotating. Under the grid where the pointer stays, one side of the projection quickly zooms in, finally covering the entire sky. In the picture, there is a strong and handsome man wearing a tight-fitting red and blue outfit. On his broad shoulders, he surprisingly carried a skyscraper several hundred meters high. On the chest, there is also a very prominent S-shaped logo. Superman. Chen Xuan recognized the origin of this projection at a glance. As one of the most classic anime characters in his past life, Superman is an incredibly familiar presence for any young blue star. Is it? Chen Xuan's breathing became rapid. You should know that Superman in the era of complete victory can even smash the planet with one punch. In some ways, not inferior to the strong ones in the cultivation world. Even if it's just acquiring one of his abilities. It's enough to walk horizontally in the zombie world. End of selection. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the DC world. Superman's body. The system prompt sounds. Chen Xuan feels full of strength all over. Muscles, bones, meridians, everything about him is undergoing earth-shattering changes. Seeking flowers, seeking feedback, old authors have opened new books. I don't know if anyone has read this kind of article, please support. Chapter 2. The Power of Superman. Exchange System, Zhutian. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 2. The Power of Superman. Exchange System, all things in heaven. Is this the power of the superhuman body? Chen Xuan opened his eyes and clenched his hands tightly. Surprisingly, it produced a crisp burst sound. The power of the superhuman body is beyond doubt. However, Chen Xuan is currently only developing at the most basic level. I am temporarily unable to unleash all the power of the superhuman body. The most intuitive thing is, Chen Xuan's physical fitness has improved at least 5 times compared to before. It's not a problem to deal with 7 or 8 young experts at the same time. This also gave him a certain level of self-protection ability in the zombie world. As for the development of the remaining power of Superman, there is no need to worry. Because of Superman's body, as long as you absorb sunlight, you can gradually become stronger. That is to say, Chen Xuan's cultivation method is to bask in the sun. Compared to the cultivation methods in this world, it's simply not too easy. Besides that, Chen Xuan carefully studied the system. It is known that the current system has only unlocked some permissions and functions. In the future, it will be automatically unlocked as his strength gradually increases. In addition to the standard feature of system space. Another feature, however, caught Chen Xuan's interest. Redemption function. You can obtain different world-level extraction times by consuming money. From low to high, they are bronze, silver, gold, diamond, and supreme. The higher the world level, the more precious the things that can be extracted. Of course, the corresponding amount of money consumed will also increase. Bronze grade requires 1,000 ocean. Silver level requires 10,000 ocean. And so on, the ultimate level requires 1,000 million ocean dollars. And the things that can be extracted are also completely random. The higher the world level, the greater the chance of extracting good things. In addition, whenever Chen Xuan kills demons, ghosts, or people with serious crimes, he can earn merit points. Merit value has many uses and can be considered as a universal treasure. In addition to being able to exchange for ocean currency in a 1.1 ratio. You can also exchange all things in the Merit Mall. Unfortunately, at present, the Merit Mall has not been unlocked and it is impossible to see what is inside. Chen Xuan touched his nose. As the saying goes, a single penny can't defeat a hero, and all his savings add up to only $3. The monthly salary is only 1 yuan. Apart from food and clothing, there is almost nothing left. This is still a few months of frugality, barely saved up. After all, in a turbulent world, having a stable job is already very good. How dare one expect too much? At a critical moment, this mere piece of ocean may be one's own hard-earned money. It seems that we must find a way to make money. Touch the withered pockets of your pants. Chen Xuan was lost in thought. He can't do the theft and robbery. Rinjia town is not big, it's all neighbors and villagers, so he can't take that action. As for collecting protection fees, he has long been monopolized by the upper authorities. How could he be a security guard in his turn? In the end, Chen Xuan discovered. The best way to make money at present is to kill monsters, demons, or people with serious crimes. Thinking of this, Chen Xuan's heart moved. A semi-transparent screen appeared before my eyes. This is Chen Xuan's information panel. No one else can discover it except himself. Host. Chen Xuan, age. 17 years old, realm. None, physical fitness. Superman's body, automatic enhancement, practice. None, asset. 3 oceans, what we're saying is with my current strength, there's no problem dealing with some demons and monsters, right? Chen Xuan muttered a bit. Although money is a good thing, once something big happens. It's probably not easy to deal with my current strength. Maybe you might even throw your life into it. Although Superman's body is strong, before fully growing up, he is at best just a more durable sandbag. I shouldn't be so unlucky. Besides, don't you still have Uncle Jiu? If we can't solve it, let's find him to shoulder it. I will seize the opportunity to make money first, and never hesitate to sell Uncle Jiu. That's the happy decision. Chen Xuan suddenly realized. It doesn't seem like a bad thing to travel to Rinjia town by oneself. At least before the strength is sufficient. I can still have Uncle Jiu as a backup. Purely treating others as mere tools. Thinking of this, Chen Xuan stretched lazily and started sunbathing. Warm sunshine falls on the body and gradually blends into it. This feeling of constantly strengthening is really fascinating. I don't know how long it has been. A piercing alarm bell suddenly rang. Chen Xuan opened his eyes and found that it was already late at night. Look outside the courtyard. A look of surprise couldn't help but appear in my eyes. So quickly came to life. Seeking fresh flowers, seeking evaluation tickets, as long as there is data, the author can achieve stable and explosive updates of 5 or 6 times a day, ensuring quality assurance. Chapter 3. In case of an emergency, there is a chance to make money by sending someone to your door. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 3. In case of an emergency, there is a chance to make money by sending someone to your door. The alarm rang. It means that someone called the police and the security team needs to take action. Moreover, according to Chen Xuan's understanding, in Rinjia town, apart from the major troubles that cannot be solved, residents actually don't like to call the police. As for the reason, just think about a way and you'll know. Some neighborhood dispute cases are easier to talk about. If there really is a big case, this pure guy just came over to make peace. This also leads to the residents of Rinjia town have a bad impression of the security team. However, Chen Xuan doesn't care at all about these things. Since there is a chance to make money, it is a great good thing for him. Immediately grabbed the musket and strode towards the outside of the courtyard. Just arrived at the security bureau. Chen Xuan heard the noise coming from the office. What's going on? Chen Xuan looked at a team member. Hey. That's all for now. Just now, 2 young men reported that a brothel had forced prostitution, committed murder and hid corpses, but they still don't have evidence. The team members spoke in a lazy and indifferent tone. Upon hearing this, Chen Xuan raised an eyebrow. In this chaotic era, such incidents are not uncommon. During the Golden Age, the more beautiful a woman is, the higher her status will be. But in times of chaos, women are more like objects. The more beautiful, the more tragic the outcome may be. There are at least 4 or 5 brothels in this town alone. This is still a formal record, and there are countless other wild dens. The same thing is quite common. Unless there is accurate evidence. Otherwise, there would be no way to handle it. Chen Xuan. You come in. Suddenly, the office door opened. Away beckons Chen Xuan to enter. The team members around were all looking at Chen Xuan with sympathy on their faces. In this kind of case, whoever touches it causes a lot of trouble. Chen Xuan is naturally aware of this. But who made away the security captain? Although ungrateful and incompetent, he is not qualified to serve as this captain. But who would have let Ren Fa, the master behind them, be a heavenly figure in this Ren family town? And the salary of the security team comes from others. Being soft on people, Chen Xuan doesn't say much either. Here we go. Chen Xuan walked quickly into the office. When I saw the reporter, my originally unhappy mood suddenly brightened up a lot. A person with a pot lid looks silly and honest. The other person is somewhat handsome, but their eyes are flustered and they jump off at a glance. Surprisingly, they are literary talents and autumn students. These 2 guys are old and unlucky. After all, as disciples of Uncle Nine, there are quite a few demons and monsters around them. Chen Xuan, go investigate with them. If there are any results, come back and report them as soon as possible. If not, withdraw the case. Away is very impatient. Obviously, he doesn't want to get involved in this matter. That's why Chen Xuan was asked to handle it. The 3 of them turned around and left the security bureau. After some questioning, Chen Xuan learned about the situation. It turned out that Qiu Sheng and Wen Kai were 2 guys who, out of curiosity, went to the White Jade Tower without telling Uncle Jiu. The result was accidental. Unexpectedly offended the female ghost lurking in the brothel. In order to protect themselves, the two of them chose to help the female ghost find the body to offset her resentment. "Sir, everything we say is true. You have to believe us," Wen Kai explained nervously. They didn't dare to say these words in front of Wei. Otherwise, it will definitely be locked up as a mental illness. If it weren't for Chen Xian's help next. They are afraid they will continue to keep it a secret. "He, I believe in you." Chen Xian smiled and said. As expected, there must be nothing good about these two unlucky people. However, for Chen Xian, this is a great opportunity to make money. Since this female ghost has been lurking in the brothel and has not harmed anyone's life, that means the cultivation level is not too strong. I should be able to handle it myself. Xiu Sheng and Wen Kai glanced at each other, feeling that Chen Xian was a bit strange. Shouldn't a normal person feel scared when they hear such words? But after listening to what they said, Chen Xian's expression seems a bit excited. The three of them each have their own hearts in their hearts. Not long after, I walked into the White Jade Tower. As one of the largest brothels in Rinjia town. Here, the lights are bright and lively. The men dressed in luxurious clothes were drinking while teasing the woman in their arms. Ying Yan Yan, indulging in extravagance and extravagance. Qiusheng and Wencai's eyes dodged, but they couldn't help but steal a glance. Gui Gong and Ji Pe had already seen Chen Xian and warmly welcomed him. The king of hell is easy to hide, but little ghosts are difficult to deal with. Although Chen Xian is just an ordinary security guard. But if the hospitality is not well received, there will also be unnecessary trouble. After all, which brothel is clean? Oh my, it turns out that the official is here. Ladies, why don't you come over and entertain us? The chicken lady greeted with a seductive smile. Suddenly, many seductive women dressed in revealing clothes rushed towards Chen Xian. "Humph. I'm here to handle cases, don't do this." Chen Xian let out a cold snort. Gui Gong and Ji Pe exchanged glances and suddenly understood something. Directly took out a shiny ocean from his arms and handed it to Chen Xian. "Officer, these $10 are enough for you to handle the case, right?" Chen Xian remained silent and shook his head. A hint of coldness flashed in Gui Gong's eyes. He took out another handful of ocean from his arms. 20 yuan, quickly take the money and leave. However, Chen Xian still shook his head and remained motionless. Looking at the turtle and chicken lady with a mocking look in their eyes. Only 20 vast oceans. What is the comparison with one's own profitable business? Damn it. If you give face, you don't want face, do you? Someone. Shoot him out. The words have just finished. More than 10 burly men rushed over. Gui Gong shouted loudly. What if you have a gun? I don't believe you can kill all of us, and there are people behind us. Dare to shoot, I'll make sure you can't take it anymore. Chapter 4. Chen Xian's move awakens Superman's body once again. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 4. Chen Xian's move awakens Superman's body once again. Officer Chen, why don't we leave first? Qiu Sheng and Wen Kai had pale faces. These more than 10 burly men are much scarier than the corpses in Yizhuang. Although Chen Xian has a gun. But it can't withstand the crowds. Besides, does he dare to shoot here? If we accidentally harm the masses, it would be a great crime. Shoot. Who said I'm going to shoot? Chen Xian grinned. Qiusheng Wencai's face was full of confusion. Don't shoot, is it difficult? Officer Chen plans to engage in hand-to-hand combat with these thugs. The two suddenly felt that Chen Xian had gone crazy. Not to mention anything else, any thug would pull it out, and his arm would almost catch up with Chen Xian's thigh. Playing hand-to-hand with others is not equivalent to seeking death. I haven't waited for them to dissuade me yet. Chen Xuan surprisingly shook his body and took the initiative to charge towards the thug. Damn it. Officer Chen is working hard, let's go up too. Yes. It's a big deal to be thrown out together. I'm afraid of eggs. Although Jiushu Wenkai always causes trouble. But definitely enough loyalty. Immediately shouted loudly and charged towards the other thugs. Although he knows he can't fight. But at least it can save Chen Xuan a few punches. Hee hee. I really don't want to live anymore. Are you really Baiyu, the thug of our Baiyu tower? The turtle, rooster, and old lady's face was full of disdain. I don't even believe that Chen Xuan and the three of them can withstand these thugs. I'm afraid it won't take a few breaths. He will be beaten until his nose and face are swollen, and thrown out the door. Those thugs also hold the same idea. Even too lazy to besiege Chen Xuan, only two thugs each punched towards Chen Xuan's face. Click. The next moment. The crisp sound of bone fractures rang out. The two thugs who attacked Chen Xuan had their arms broken from the middle, and they howled incessantly. The pale bone stubble pierced through the skin, making everyone present tremble with fear. Chen Xuan has already been polite to these thugs who act as accomplices to the tiger. They don't know how many girls have ruined their lives. If it weren't for worrying about causing trouble. It's not an exaggeration to kill directly. Let's go together. The other thugs finally couldn't sit still. Let's take action together and besiege Chen Xuan. But there will be no change in the ending. After being exposed to the sun all day, Superman's body became stronger again. Dealing with these thugs is simply easier than drinking water. Even if some thugs successfully hit him with their fists, Chen Xuan was unharmed, but instead their own arms were shattered. This is the powerful defense of Superman's body. Besides that, Chen Xuan's speed, strength, and reaction are far superior to ordinary people. Just like a fierce tiger rushing into a flock of sheep, where there is no unified enemy. Officer Chen is so fierce. Are the requirements of the security team so high now? Jiushu Wenkai swallowed his saliva fiercely. Before the two of them could even make a move, all the thugs were solved by Chen Xuan. The whole process takes only 10 breaths. It's just too exaggerated. You. What are you going to do? This is the White Jade Tower. Be sensible and leave quickly, we can let bygones be bygones. Watching Chen Xuan walk towards him. The turtle, rooster, and old lady finally panicked. They couldn't believe it even if they were killed. Surprisingly, there is such a terrifying figure in Rinjia town. Where is the body of that woman? Chen Xuan didn't talk nonsense and asked directly. Gui Gong and Ji Pe are the managers of this brothel, and it is impossible for them not to know what has happened. I don't know. What kind of woman? We make a legitimate living, how could we possibly harm others? The turtle, rooster, and old lady's eyes flickered and she denied it. Of course they know about this matter. But no matter what, I dare not say it. Offending Chen Xuan, at most it was just a fat beating. But once you say it out. That's just my life in danger. I don't know, do I? Then I'll do it myself. Chen Xuan slapped each person and knocked out the turtle, rooster, and old lady. In addition to strong physical fitness, Superman has just unlocked another ability. Read memory. It can also be called soul-searching technique. This is just one of Superman's powerful abilities. It will take time for others to unlock slowly. Chen Xuan's eyes flickered with a red light. All the memories in the mind of the turtle, rooster, and old lady were read by him. These animals dare to be so arrogant. Chen Xuan's face was cold. Underneath the seemingly glamorous appearance of Baiyu Tower, there are countless dirty activities hidden. Officer Chen, have you found any clues yet? Jiushu quickly asked. Follow me to the backyard to check. Chen Xuan didn't say much. He cannot directly reveal all the secrets of Baiyu Tower without evidence. This will arouse suspicion from others. But with the memories of the turtle, rooster, and old lady, these sins will have nowhere to hide. 1 reward plus 3 shifts, 2 rewards plus 6 shifts, there is no upper limit. Let me know in advance, the author's explosive changes are very fierce. Chapter 5. The Land of Sin. The Secret of Baiyu Tower. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 5. The Land of Sin. The Secret of Baiyu Tower. Go deep along the winding path, about half a pillar of incense time. A loft appeared in front of Chen Xuan and the others. Different from the glamorous front yard. This place looks a bit dilapidated, and the air is filled with a strong stench. What kind of smell is worse than a pigsty? When Kai rubbed his nose, his eyes suspicious. Attempt to locate the source of this odor. Officer Chen, shouldn't it be? Is the body of the female ghost right here? Jiusheng's head is relatively nimble. The smell here is so unpleasant, maybe it's related to the corpse of the female ghost. Chen Xuan didn't speak. Just the face became increasingly gloomy. Corpse, if it's really a corpse, that would be great. The sins committed by these animals dressed in human skin, Baiyu, are simply outrageous. Chen Xuan walked straight to the attic and kicked the door open with a strong kick. In an instant, a pungent stench spread across the surface. Qiu Shengwen was not mentally prepared and almost vomited on the spot due to being smoked. And when they saw the scene in the attic, anger appeared on all faces. How dare Baiyu Tower do this? Animal. Master always says that human hearts are more terrifying than ghosts, and today I have seen it. Under dim lighting. More than 10 women were disheveled and their glands shrank in the corner. The clothes were tattered and the exposed skin had a lot of bruises, but the face remained intact as before. Rotten and spoiled food mixed with excrement emits an indescribable taste. Shocking. Obviously, these are all girls forcibly abducted by Baiyu Tower. Imprisoned here, forcing them to sell themselves. The reason why there was no injury on the face. Just to sell at a better price in the future. What's even more hateful is, these girls have very immature looks, mostly around 15 or 16 years old. At the same age as flowers. But suffered such inhumane treatment, if it weren't for being discovered by Chen Xuan today. They will be completely finished in this lifetime. You're relieved, hurry up and leave. Chen Xuan waved his hand. In this turbulent era, countless people have a tragic fate. He may not have the ability to save everyone. But since he encountered it, he couldn't sit idly by. Girls, this is Chief Chen from the security team. With him around, you can rest assured. Now that the evidence is conclusive, Baiyu dare not trouble you. Hurry up and leave. At first, these girls were a bit hesitant. No one ran away before, but in the end they were all caught and brought back. Being bullied to death by those thugs, but now, I heard that Chen Xuan is from the security team. Their gloomy eyes reignited their desire for life. They all thanked Chen Xuan and fled towards the door. After these girls escaped, Chen Xuan searched the attic thoroughly according to the memory of the turtle, rooster, and old lady. In addition to some gold, silver, and jewelry, a large number of silver tickets were also seized. These are all dirty money. Chen Xuan naturally won't be polite and will directly enter the system space. There is currently no time to count the specific value. But Chen Xuan is certain that this is definitely an exaggerated wealth. It is indeed a gold belt for killing and setting fire. The part of the wealth accumulated by Baiyu Tower ultimately came at a disadvantage to Chen Xuan. At the same time, other members of the security team also came upon hearing the news and surrounded the Baiyu Tower in groups. What a white jade tower! In broad daylight, it dares to force good people into prostitution. It's clear that Captain Away doesn't take me seriously. Away walked out of the crowd with great momentum. The incident of those girls escaping from the mortal world and being forced into prostitution by the White Jade Tower was made public. The situation has escalated so much. Away naturally received the news and immediately brought someone over. Someone. Capture everyone in Baiyu Tower and bring them back for interrogation. Away gave a command. The other security personnel were about to take action when they saw the turtle, rooster, and grandma rushing over. Captain Away. This is all a misunderstanding. Captain Away, please be calm and listen to our explanation. Turtle, rooster, an old lady had just woken up when they heard that Chen Xuan had brought someone to the backyard. Suddenly, 7 souls were frightened and rushed over. Now that the evidence is conclusive, what else do you have to say? Away may say so, but his body is very honest. Half pushed and half done, pulled aside by the turtle, rooster, and grandma. Captain Away, there is a lot of gold and silver hidden in this attic, only the 2 of us know. Look, why don't we turn big things into small ones? Awaken's eyes lit up. Money can make ghosts grind. Besides, aren't those girls all saved? Take a step back each, it seems not impossible. Away has done the same thing countless times. A light car is familiar with the road. Everyone stay on standby. You two, take me to verify the situation. Away had a positive expression on his face and immediately walked into the attic with Guigong and Jipo. Chen Xuan had a sneer on his face. He certainly knows what these 3 guys are up to. It's just a pity. He had already taken advantage of those dirty money. As expected. Not long after, Away's angry curses came from the attic. Okay, you 2 old guys. How dare you deceive me? Stop talking nonsense, come on. Take them back. All the guys are on call. Give me a careful review. Chen Xuan ignored this farce. Turn around and leave. Staying here doesn't make much sense anymore. Anyway, I have already obtained what I should have. Leave the rest to Away and the others. He still has some serious matters to attend to, begging for flowers, asking for evaluation tickets, asking for rewards, brothers. Do you have anything you like to see? Please take a break, please. Chapter 6. First Redemption. Top-level Immortal Technique. Amazing. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 6. First Redemption. Top-level Immortal Technique. Amazing Harvest. Renjia Town, Pingtan Street. A plain and unremarkable wooden house. This is Chen Xuan's home in this world. It's not worth much money, it can barely be used to shelter from wind and rain. Chen Xuan sat on the creaking chair, lost in thought. The next moment, the system panel appeared before his eyes. System, start redeeming. The tone of the speech fell sharply. The just confiscated gold, silver, and jewelry were instantly emptied. Instead, there is a whole 10,000 yuan of ocean. It has to be said. This is definitely an amazing wealth. In this era where human life is not as valuable as the ocean. These $10,000 are enough for many impoverished families to live their lives without worrying about food and drink. However, Chen Xuan's expression was very indifferent. Because he knows that this is just the beginning. As one becomes stronger, acquiring wealth will also become easier. No big deal. Clean up the assets of those wealthy businessmen who come from improper sources. I don't know what items can be extracted from this 10,000 yuan ocean. 10,000 yuan of ocean can be exchanged for 10 bronze-level world drawing opportunities. Or a silver-level world drawing opportunity. With the body of Superman. A low-level world item has little significance for Chen Xuan. Quality is greater than quantity. Since you want to smoke, then smoke the best. Exchange for silver-level world extraction opportunities. Chen Xuan made a decision. The next moment, the just exchanged $10,000 have been cleared. The vision reappeared, and the giant wheel began to rotate. Different from the world projection that appeared before. This time, Chen Xuan saw Zhutian, Wudong Qiankuan, and the mortal world obviously. The silver-level world projection is not weak, and the quality is more balanced, without uneven world levels and significant differences. This also made Chen Xuan look forward to it even more. What items can one extract on their own? Finally, the pointer stopped. The next moment, a world projection rapidly zooms in. A green-clothed Taoist sits cross-legged on a green pine tree. The overall aura is full of ups and downs, and the righteous energy is boundless. Although young in appearance, he already possesses a considerable aura of an immortal master. This is the world of beautiful women. And this Taoist, is it a leaf that knows autumn? Chen Xuan's eyes lit up. Jiushu can also be considered a quite impressive powerhouse in the world of beautiful women. He was originally a posthumous sorcerer of the Kunlun sect, proficient in many spells. Although young, her strength is not as good as Yan Qixua's. But the performance is still stunning enough. As long as he is given enough time to grow, he will definitely become one of the top fighters in the world of beautiful women in the future. Ding! Congratulations to the host for extracting critical hits and automatically extracting items from the Golden World. Ding! Congratulations to the host for obtaining the Kunlun Immortal art. The Ghost World technique of the beautiful girl. Kunlun Immortal art. Surprisingly, it is the worst Kunlun magic. And it also drew critical hits, automatically promoted to world level, saving 90,000 ocean dollars directly. My luck is simply incredible. Chen Xuan was pleasantly surprised. The so-called Kunlun fairy is the most powerful magical power of Kunlun orthodoxy. This includes the order to expel ghosts and demons, the heavenly gang 5-leaf fire, and the wind, thunder, and earth movement order. Apart from these three most powerful spells, there are also many magic techniques for exorcism, such as immobilization, retreat, and the emergence of the primordial spirit from the body originally. Chen Xuan thought that obtaining one of the spells was already very good. I didn't expect to pack it all in one go. And Chen Xuan is fundamentally different from Jiushu. After all, Jiushu is just an ordinary person who has been practicing for many years and gradually progressing. Simply put, it means that one's own foundation is insufficient. And Chen Xuan himself has the blessing of a superhuman body. Starting from heaven, it is far beyond the limits that humans can reach. It is also Kunlun fairy, but in Chen Xuan's hands, it can show a completely different power. The superhuman body is good for dealing with ordinary people, but it is much worse when facing monsters and monsters. After possessing Kunlun magic, I truly possess the power of self-protection in this world. As long as it's not a very powerful demon appearing, it can't be my opponent. Chen Xuan measures his own strength. With Kunlun magic, it can be considered as making up for his shortcomings in magic. The next moment, Chen Xuan's mind was filled with vast amounts of memories. These are all the cultivation methods of Kunlun fairy art, profound and complex. No wonder those Taoist priests are stronger as they age. I won't say anything else. Just understanding these cultivation methods requires a lot of time. However, this is not a big problem for Chen Xuan either. Although his current intelligence may not be comparable to that of a superhero, it is still more than 5 or 6 times that of an ordinary person. It's not an exaggeration to say it's a genius. Just a brief glance. Chen Xuan roughly understood the cultivation method of Kunlun fairy art. As the saying goes, practice leads to true knowledge. With the blessing of a superhuman body, it is impossible for one to become possessed by evil. Eyes slightly closed, God guarding the spiritual platform. With each breath of Chen Xuan, the spiritual energy floating in the world slowly merged into his body. This feeling is very mysterious. Unlike Superman, which directly enhances physical fitness in all aspects, Chen Xuan can clearly feel it. As I cultivate myself, it seems that I become more compatible with the surrounding world. Air, rain, breeze, all things in the world have spirituality and are generated by qi. And the so-called cultivation is to transform the energy of heaven and earth into one's own use. Although it is my first time practicing, but the smoothness exceeded Chen Xuan's imagination. He even felt like he was able to cast some divine spells. Undoubtedly, it is Kunlun fairy art, with endless mysteries. Tisk, if only a female ghost could jump out now, let me give it a try. If Uncle Nine finds out about Chen Xuan's idea. I'm afraid my eyebrows were so scared that they flew up. After only a few hours of cultivation, will we start to eliminate ghosts? Why don't you go to heaven, kid? Begging for flowers, asking for evaluation tickets, asking for rewards, brothers. Do you have anything you like to see? Please take a break, please. Chapter 7. Terrifying cultivation speed. In the late legal era. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 7. Terrifying cultivation speed. The only immortal in the era of the end of the law. The night is endless. Chen Xuan spent the whole night practicing Kunlun fairy. With the blessing of the superhuman body, he hardly feels any fatigue. As the spiritual energy of heaven and earth continues to integrate into oneself, there is actually a feeling of vitality. Although it is now the end of the legal era, the spiritual energy between heaven and earth is very thin. But it still cannot affect Chen Xuan's terrifying cultivation progress. Almost every moment, his understanding of Kunlun magic is deepening. In the blink of an eye, a few hours passed between the fingers. The moment when the white belly of the eastern fish appeared, Chen Xuan's body suddenly shook, and it seemed that a certain confinement had been broken through within his body. Refining gas once. I broke through in just one night. Carefully feel the changes in oneself. Chen Xuan was overjoyed. In the records of Kunlun fairy arts, it takes at least several months for ordinary people to break through to the level of qi refining. Even those demonic geniuses. It will also take about a week. And Chen Xuan only used one night. This is still because in the late Dharma era, spiritual energy was scarce. Otherwise, his realm may be far beyond this. Can we solve the problem of thin spiritual energy in another way? Looking at the sunlight projected in from outside the window, Chen Xuan's heart moved. The superhuman body can absorb sunlight and gradually enhance. The principle is somewhat similar to that of a battery. Since that's the case, can we also use the same method to compensate for the lack of spiritual energy in heaven and earth? Do whatever comes to mind. Chen Xuan moved the chair outside the door, found a sunny angle, and took off his shirt. The sun shone on his bronze skin. Warm heat flows through the pores and into the bloodstream. The originally thin spiritual energy of heaven and earth increased several times when it was absorbed by Chen Xuan. Sure enough, Chen Xuan was overjoyed. The superhuman body is indeed abnormal. It is completely beyond the cultivation concept of black technology. The sun gradually rises and the sunlight becomes more abundant. At the same time as the enhancement of the superhuman body, Kunlun magic is also rapidly improving. The two forces seem to have reached a mysterious fusion. Mutual non-interference and common progress. Moreover, Chen Xuan also discovered. Surprisingly, Superman's body can even replicate cultivation. That is to say, he doesn't need to do anything, just bask in the sun, and can passively practice Kunlun magic. And it's more effective than actively practicing. A safe gospel for lazy people. If this continues, Chen Xuan doesn't even need to actively cultivate any spells. As long as one's cultivation level is improved, the magic emanating from lifting their hands and feet can suppress evil spirits and demons. Of course, having more skills does not weigh on oneself. Many of the immortal techniques in Kunlun are extremely mysterious and cannot be compared to the Maoshan Taoist techniques practiced by Jiushu and his companions. There is a fundamental difference between the two. Maoshan Taoism is not enough just because of its own strength. We must worship our ancestors and borrow the power to drive away ghosts and demons from them. And Kunlun Fairy emphasizes strengthening oneself. As long as you have enough strength, you are a fairy god. One day, if Chen Xuan could subvert the cultivation of Kunlun immortal art. Even if the sun rises, it's not a problem. In this era of the end of the Dharma, he is the only one who can become an immortal. Time passes by. Chen Xuan's bones, muscles, and meridians are all strengthening at a terrifying rate. And within the Dantian, the spiritual energy of heaven and earth has begun to transform towards liquid state, and even vaguely towards substance. Refining qi is to nourish oneself with the spiritual energy of heaven and earth. At the beginning of ordinary people's cultivation, they also need to consume a large amount of heaven and earth spiritual energy to enhance their physical fitness. After all, some divine spells are powerful. If you don't have strong physical fitness, let alone eliminate ghosts, you may suffer backlash. For Chen Xuan, there is no such problem at all. The physical fitness of Superman has long exceeded the scope of humanity. The spiritual energy he absorbed from heaven and earth is not wasted, concentrated together. Even eating and drinking water are not necessary. All the time can be spent sunbathing for cultivation. Many reasons combined, the speed of Chen Xuan's realm improvement is naturally terrifying. In the middle stage of the first phase of gas refining, in the later stage of gas refining gas twice, I don't know how long it has been. Until Chen Xuan felt the sunlight becoming faint, he stopped practicing. Open your eyes and take a look. The sun has already set in the western mountains, and the sunset permeates. This time has passed really fast. Chen Xuan sighed. If possible, he really wishes the sun could stay in the sky all the time. Lift your right hand and lightly flick your index finger. A faint purple thunderbolt emerged from the fingertips, emitting a terrifying aura of destruction. I follow my heart's desire, the sun on this day is really not shining in vain. Chen Xuan is very satisfied. Now the power of his immortal magic should not be inferior to that of Jiushu. Just using fingertips to rub thunder. Besides Zhutian, who else can do it in this world? 1 reward plus 3 shifts, 2 rewards plus 6 shifts, there is no upper limit, let me know in advance, the author's explosive changes are very fierce. Chapter 8. Genius of Demons. Sexy in the Banana Forest. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 8. Genius of Demons. Sexy banana essence in the banana forest. Chen Xuan's mind twitched. The next moment, the system panel appeared before my eyes. Host. Chen Xuan, age. 17 years old, realm. For elements of qi refining, physical fitness. Superman's body, automatic enhancement, practice. Kunlun immortal art, asset. 73 oceans, see the information presented on the panel. Chen Xuan almost stared his eyes out. Refining gas 4-fold. In less than a day and a night, he surprisingly broke through to such a level. Previously, I could feel that my level was improving. But Chen Xuan didn't expect the speed of improvement to be so terrifying. Compared to him, the so-called demon genius is simply weak and incomparable. Of course, this cannot be achieved without the assistance of the superhuman body. Chen Xuan is very satisfied with such a result. With his current strength, he should be able to deal with ordinary demons and monsters without hesitation. After all, Chen Xuan is different from other Taoists. He is a dual practitioner of body and method. In terms of physical fitness, there is an abnormal physical strength of the superhuman body. In terms of magic, there is Kunlun fairy as a reliance. Moreover, the current power of the superhuman body is far greater than that of Kunlun magic. I won't say anything else. If encountering powerful demons, the speed of running alone is not comparable to others. Moreover, as Chen Xuan reached the 4th level of qi refining, he is already able to cast many spells and no longer relies solely on his fists to deal with demons and monsters. As the saying goes, it's good to defeat magic with magic. The effect of combining these two forces is far more than just 1 + 1. Until this moment, Chen Xiankai let out a slight sigh of relief. With the blessing of these two powers, he can be considered to have a certain degree of self-protection in this world. But we still cannot slack off. The zombie world is far from being as simple as it appears on the surface. The ghosts that appeared in previous life's film and television works are probably less than 1,000th. There are more terrifying demons lurking in the dark. Once these demons really come to life, it would be a big trouble for Chen Xuan. So he still needs to hurry up. Work hard to bask in the sun and improve your own strength. Officer Chen. Are you at home? A man suddenly walked up not far away. Chen Xuan looked up. Memories emerged in my mind and I recognized this person's identity. This person's name is Yi Zhenjin and he is a resident of Rinjia town. I have contacted Chen Xuan to handle the case before, and I live nearby. So the two of them can be considered acquainted. But it's already evening, what is he doing here? Chen Xuan stood up and put on his clothes. I just walked outside the door. What's wrong? Officer Chen, you must help me. Seeing Chen Xuan, his face became anxious and he quickly expressed his intentions. Originally, it was the evening before yesterday. He took his younger brother to work in the banana grove outside the town, which was originally fine. But when one muscle is ready to call his younger brother home. But it was discovered that my younger brother was missing. I have searched for it myself. I found my younger brother's shoes under a banana tree, but the person was nowhere to be seen. Plus, there are already rumors in Rinjia town. There was once a woman who hanged herself in a banana grove wearing a red robe. Due to deep resentment, he transformed into a spirit monster and was desperate. This can scare a muscle to the bone. Quickly report to the security team. But he has no money, no power, and no people. I couldn't even get out the basic police fees and was directly bombarded. Under great helplessness, he finally came to seek help from Chen Xuan. The two brothers used to rely on banana groves to make a living, but now this has happened. If my younger brother can't be found, he may never dare to work in the banana grove again, and this day is over. Banana grove. Chen Xian's heart moved. If he remembers correctly, there was a scene of banana grove in a movie with long eyebrows. There is indeed a banana spirit lurking there. Specially suck in yang energy. If nothing unexpected happens, my one-legged younger brother should have been kidnapped by this banana spirit. Originally, Uncle Jiu should have taken the initiative to eliminate this banana spirit. I can match my current strength. There shouldn't be any problem dealing with this banana spirit. After some consideration, Chen Xuan decided to help. After all, this is a merit that is delivered to your door. If you miss it, it would be a pity. Even if I really can't handle it myself. It's not too late to ask Uncle Jiu to take action again. Let's go, I'll go take a look with you. Chen Xuan nodded in response. Thank you, Officer Chen. A single muscle is overjoyed. In his view, Chen Xuan is after all a military master holding a gun pole. In this chaotic world, the gun barrel is the power of speech. Even if there are some monsters in the banana grove, can you still defeat peanuts made of iron? A few shots will make her fly into ashes. Thinking of this, one muscle quickened its pace. Take Chen Xuan and rush towards the banana forest. Little did they know. Everything that happens next will completely shatter his 3 views. 1 reward plus 3 shifts, 2 rewards plus 6 shifts, there is no upper limit, let me know in advance, the author's explosive changes are very fierce. Chapter 9. Kunlun Immortal Art showcases its power. Merit value skyrocketed. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 9. Kunlun Immortal Art showcases its power. Merit value skyrocketed. Amidst the rich darkness of the night, Chen Xuan and Yi Zhenjin arrived outside the banana forest. The wind is blowing and the leaves are rustling, inexplicably giving off a chilling chill. Officer Chen, my younger brother, disappeared near here at that time. A muscle pointed forward, with a somewhat frightened expression. He hadn't felt anything eerie about this banana grove before. But since my younger brother went missing, whenever he comes here, there is an inexplicable feeling of being stared at by something. Especially in the middle of the night. Lenovo has always been a rumor in Rinjia town. His heart became even more anxious. Follow behind me, don't get lost. Chen Xuan reminds me. Then he strode towards the forest. Under a calm expression, the nerves had already become tense. The whole body's qi and blood are like pumping plasma, surging and surging. My eyes kept scanning the banana trees around me, not letting go of any unusual movements. After all, it's my first time coming into contact with ghosts and monsters. Chen Xuan is very careful. It is worth mentioning. After a day of sunbathing, Superman's body awakened once again an ability. Perspective eyes. As long as Chen Xuan needs it, he can easily see through the hidden things in any object. Piercing through emptiness, there is no escape. As Superman's body continues to strengthen, this ability will also evolve again. At that time, super thermal rays can be emitted from both eyes, with even more terrifying power. We have advanced about half a pillar of incense. Chen Xuan suddenly stopped in his tracks. Officer Chen, what? What's going on? A single muscle cannot unravel the way. Your brother, it's inside this banana tree. Chen Xuan pointed 2 meters away. There is a huge banana tree with a diameter of about 1 meter. Ah! It's impossible. A good person, how could they be stuffed into a tree? I can't believe a single muscle. He recognized that his younger brother went missing near this banana tree. But there are no signs of struggle. If someone really stuffed it into a tree, he couldn't possibly not see it. Chen Xuan did not explain, but walked to the banana tree. The palm is like a sharp knife, piercing fiercely into the tree. Then, with both arms exerting force, pull towards both sides. Click. The huge banana tree was torn open by Chen Xuan's palm. That effortless posture. It's like tearing up a piece of rag at will. I opened my mouth wide with one muscle, suspecting that I had developed an illusion. The next moment, the scene in front of him made his hair stand on end. Bata. As the tree breaks open, a curled-up object fell to the ground. It's clear that he's a brother with a single missing muscle. Brother. What's wrong with you? A single muscle quickly ran over. I found that my younger brother had passed out, covered in strange mucus, and his face was very pale. Even breathing is very weak. If it weren't for Chen Xuan's timely intervention, he might not have been able to hold out tonight. Chen Xuan naturally noticed the current state of his younger brother with a single muscle. He has been sucked away most of his yang energy by the banana essence. Being able to persist until now is purely luck. Now that I am saved, although Xiaoming has embraced me. But a serious illness is inevitable. Officer Chen, this place is too sinister. Let's hurry and leave. A single muscle has lingering palpitations in the heart. Even if his mind is not clear, he can still see that this banana forest is abnormal. It must be that banana spirit who made the move. Otherwise, how could his younger brother have been unknowingly stuffed into a tree? You guys go first, I need to go in and take a look. Chen Xuan shook his head. Everyone has come, he is not willing to let go of that banana spirit. If one day Uncle 9 passes by, my own merit value is already yellow. Okay. Officer Chen, be careful. Worried about my younger brother. And knowing that he couldn't be of any help, he hurriedly left. Chen Xuan continues to delve deeper. At some point, the wind disappeared without a trace. Surrounded by a deathly tranquility. But Chen Xuan could clearly feel that the yin energy around him became very strong. Obviously, this should be the nest of that banana spirit nearby. The perspective I swept around. Surprisingly, we couldn't find the specific location of that banana spirit. This guy is quite hidden, however. Chen Xuan also has a way to deal with it. Isn't this banana spirit fond of absorbing male yang energy? He has plenty of this thing. Chen Xuan immediately took off his shirt, exposing perfect streamlined muscles to the air. Exhausting one's masculine charm to the fullest. He doesn't believe it. With our man's physique, the colorful basket banana spirit can withstand it. As expected. Not far away, a banana tree began to shake and rustle. The next moment, a beautiful woman dressed in red walked out of the shadow behind the tree. As soon as I saw Chen Xuan, I started covering my face and sobbing. I accidentally got lost in this banana forest. Can the young master take me out? As long as the young master agrees, they can do whatever they want. As she spoke, the woman's chest undulated. The exaggerated white and tender clusters are faintly visible, enough to make any man's blood boil. Slowly late at night, there was no one around. The beautiful woman took the initiative to deliver the door. There is no need to say much about what will happen next. However, Chen Xuan sneered in his heart. He knows what kind of virtue this banana spirit really looks like. A pure and ugly comparison. And it has harmed so many men, it has long been bustling with traffic. Even if you want to become a Japanese fairy, you still need to be a big yellow flower girl to be considered lucky. Is this kind of junk also compatible? Miss, it's cold and windy late at night. Why don't I let you heat up a bit? Chen Xuan plays with the flavor. Young master, you have a heart. They all listen to you. Banana Jing was extremely shy, but secretly happy in her heart. Just seeing Chen Xuan's muscles made her restless. Such a top-notch man. Young energy can definitely make her suck to the fullest. I wish I could throw myself on Chen Xuan now and heat up so much. Looking for flowers, looking for evaluation tickets. May I ask if anyone likes it? Some people like to give data. The author is crazy about updates. No one likes it. The author is opening a new book. Chapter 10. Tiangang Wuli Fire. Banana essence is spoiled by playing with. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 10. Tiangang Wuli Fire. The banana essence has been ruined by playing with it. Chen Xuan slowly walked towards banana spirit. The atmosphere began to become somewhat ambiguous. The mouth-watering of banana spirit is about to flow out, eager for the show to start quickly. But to avoid scaring Chen Xuan, she had to put on a pitiful expression of pity. Men, it's all good for this bite. But just when Chen Xuan was still a few steps away from her, suddenly let out a loud shout. Demon! Dare to seduce the young master, really seek death. Chen Xuan waved his right hand. A golden flame erupted from his palm and instantly hit the chest of banana spirit. Originally, to perform Kunlun magic, one needed to recite spells in conjunction. But Chen Xuan completely disregarded this rule. With a single thought, the immortal method becomes its own. Ah! Banana Jing didn't expect that what Chen Xuan meant by hot one hot actually meant this. The heavenly gang's 5 fire, reaching the yang in rigidity, is the nemesis of evil and evil things. Its violent power is no less powerful than that of thunder. And Chen Xuan's move was too sudden. The banana spirit couldn't dodge at all and was burned severely. The situation is not favorable. The essence of banana actually moves rapidly and wants to run away. But Chen Xuan was already on guard. How could he give her this opportunity? The speed of banana essence is indeed very fast. But Chen Xuan is faster. With a strong step on both legs, the body was like lightning, sweeping towards the banana tree. Without saying a word. It's just a punch. Pop. Although no magic was used. But the terrifying force even exhausts the air. The banana essence is already in a seriously injured state and cannot withstand such an attack at all. I can't even utter a scream. The tree burst and shattered into debris. Directly beaten to death. Ding! Congratulations to the host for killing the banana spirit and obtaining 5,000 merit points. The system prompt sounds. Chen Xuan was pleasantly surprised. 5,000 merit points. I didn't expect this banana spirit to be so valuable. Or perhaps, is one's own strength not as weak as imagined? Chen Xuan believes that the latter is more likely. After all, the system will never underestimate the strength of banana spirit. Otherwise, the merit value would be too worthless. Moreover, in the original movie, Uncle Jiu also put in a lot of effort to deal with this banana spirit. Can be in front of oneself. This banana essence poses almost no threat, as simple as killing a fly. Chen Xuan even felt that. At most, I only demonstrated less than 50% of my strength just now. He can defeat 10 ghosts with the same strength. Chen Xuan's mind twitched. The system interface appears accordingly. With merit points, you can open the exchange store. Chen Xuan was curious about this for a long time. He wants to know what good things are in the exchange shop. The next moment. The magnificent store interface was presented before Chen Xuan's eyes. The things inside are even more dazzling. The martial arts, elixirs, divine weapons of various worlds. It can be said that everything is complete. Even items that exist in mythology can be exchanged. When Chen Xuan sees the price marked below, my hot heart suddenly cooled down halfway. This is too expensive, isn't it? The cheapest item requires 1,000 merit points. Not to mention those top-notch magic weapons and divine weapons. The price has even reached billions. By comparison, it's better to extract the reality. It's really too dark. Finally, Chen Xuan suppressed the pain in his flesh. I exchanged 5 9th-grade spirit stones. 1,000 yuan per piece is already the most cost-effective thing for him. Of course, besides this spirit stone, he can't afford anything else. The only thing that pleased Chen Xuan was, although the 9th-grade spirit stone is the lowest grade item in the store, it is very practical. Every spirit stone contains pure spiritual energy. Neither quality nor quantity can be compared to the spiritual energy of heaven and earth today. Wait until you go back. Using these spirit stones to assist in cultivation can definitely elevate one's realm more quickly. This matter has arisen. Chen Xuan didn't stop, turned around and left. I don't know how long I left. Passing by the security courtyard, Chen Xuan couldn't help but be taken aback. But it was discovered that everyone was gathering here. Walk in and ask. Chen Xuan finally understood the reason. Originally, after a period of severe torture and forced confession, the turtle, rooster, and old woman confessed everything they knew. The dirty money stolen from Baiyu Tower naturally fell into Awei's ears. To figure out where the money went, Awei gathered all the team members overnight and inquired one by one. Hey! Chen Xuan, your kid has grown a lot lately, and he has also become handsome. It's really true, I didn't even dare to admit it when I walked in just now. Have you been in a relationship recently? A girl from a radiant family. The team members looked at Chen Xuan with some surprise. In their memory, Chen Xuan is black and thin, although his appearance is good. But it doesn't have much to do with being handsome. But now it seems that the whole person's temperament has undergone a significant change. If it weren't for Chen Xuan taking the initiative to speak, they can't even recognize it. Ha ha ha. I've been in a good mood lately, so I look a bit different. Chen Xuan casually explained a few words. By practicing Kunlun Fairy, his temperament will naturally become more extraordinary. It is normal for appearance to change. While chatting, Away noticed Chen Xuan. So he walked over quickly. Chen Xuan, you were the first to arrive at Baiyu Tower that day. Are those gold, silver, and jewelry in the backyard attic in your hands? Ah. What gold and silver jewelry, I don't know. Chen Xuan shook his head and denied it. Anyway, Away doesn't have any evidence either. Say it again. Only they know the location where the turtle, rooster, and grandma hide their money. In terms of emotions and reason, Chen Xuan has sufficient reasons to distance himself from relationships. Away didn't say a word, just nodded. In fact, he had already sent someone to secretly search Chen Xuan's home. I also visited all the places Chen Xuan has been to recently. So much wealth. If you want to sell the stolen goods, there cannot be no trace. It seems that Chen Xuan is not lying. These two old guys dare to speak hard. I will personally interrogate tonight, so if I don't believe them, I won't admit it. Away gritted his teeth. At this point, the responsibility can only be attributed to the turtle, rooster, and old lady. He really doesn't believe it. This money can't be leveraged. Begging for flowers, asking for evaluation tickets, asking for rewards, brothers. Do you have anything you like to see? Please take a break, please.